Well, who doesn't love Christmas carols?
Oh, so emotional.
And when you
beautiful.
hear these guys, these are now, it's part of our Home Wizards tradition.
It's a tradition now. Every year we get to hear this
they're like
amazing...
angels. I think they have wings on their backs. What do you think?
I don't know how he gets them in his coat, to be honest with you.
So these are the good time carolers, and they perform all over the country, from Disneyland to Disney World to
They now have 4
hospitals.
separate groups that are all across the country. Yeah,
and Tony Duran is the leader, brainchild of all this. So Tony, tell us.
Yay,
welcome
Tony
back.
Duran.
Tell us
much.
How did this all get started?
Well, it was actually just kind of like a dream that John Hartman, my business partner, and I
Hello,
had.
John.
Yes.
I'm the bass.
It was about 8 years ago we decided to start this caroling company because we have a passion for a cappella singing, we have a passion for Christmas music, and we just know a lot of really good singers. So it just made sense for us to start a caroling company. And 8 years later, we're going strong and we're having a fantastic time.
And you're all dressed up in kind of the Dickens-esque attire.
Yes, Dickensian style with a little bit of whimsy, as you can see. We put a little sparkle, a little bit of color into the costume. We've changed the concept a little bit, and we've raised the bar, and so we're unique unto ourselves as far as a Christmas caroling company goes.
Boy, it really makes a huge difference too when the Dickensian outfits show up and then the beautiful songs come. It just gets you right immediately into the mood. It feels like you're walking through London in 1800 or something. It's just beautiful the way this
You're
comes
absolutely
up,
right, Eric. And I'll tell you, the one thing that I love about what we do is that it crosses all cultures. It crosses all religions, and it resonates right to the very core of everyone who's listening.
Well, you were saying that there was a baby in the audience.
Yes, anytime we have children or little babies, the first time they're hearing 4-part harmony is absolutely amazing. The expression that's on their face, because they've never heard harmonies before like this, it's very moving, and the expression on their faces is just pure joy.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think that these particular songs were written to have 4-part harmonies, or do we identify with them because the composer created the songs and then singers made 4-part harmonies? Like, what is it that makes it feel so Christmassy?
Well, I think a lot of it is the intention behind it, first of all. And then when the composers write these songs, just traditionally, they have written Christmas carols for 4-part harmony. Mm-hmm. So, and you'll see over the ages, you'll see Victorian style, Dickensian style carolers that are very Currier and Ives looking, and they're holding caroling books, and it's really very lovely. Well, we've taken that to the next level.
Well, you make some fun with it. You do a little rapping.
We give you a show, exactly. We do, and I'm not talking about Christmas rapping.
Right. Boom, boom. But yeah, the facial expressions, the spirit that comes with it is so great. And talk about from Christmas Eve and then backwards, because Christmas Eve is a tradition at that fancy club at Disneyland.
Yes, at Club 33, we're there almost every single night now, right, John?
Yeah, from the 6th to the 25th, we're there every day for 9.5 hours.
Right. And then we're also at the hotels at Disneyland, and we have singers at Disney Hong Kong as well.
Wow.
As Eric mentioned earlier, we're in 4 states. We're in Los Angeles, Manhattan, New York, Dallas, Texas, Scottsdale, Arizona. So at any given time, we have carolers out there singing. Mm-hmm. And it's a pretty spectacular vision and show to listen
and
to
so
see.
What is the Christmas season, for example? When do we start booking you guys? What month generally are people having you show up to their parties or their events?
Well, because of who we are and the established
tradition
that we have in a word, you could say, we start actually in October. There are people who are kicking off their holiday parties early on because as we get into the holidays, they're too busy. So we do actually start mid-October and go all the way as January 5th and 6th.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And you were saying really that when you perform, when you as a team perform, you can see on the faces of your audience that, and you guys even cry sometimes or often,
yes,
it's life-changing for so many people, right?
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, what we do goes right to the very core of everyone's spirit. And we create life-defining moments for so many people. It's really quite amazing.
And we have one song in particular. We were at a restaurant singing, and there was a guy dressed in his navy blues, and it was really beautiful. And he and his turned out to be fiancé. He had just asked her to marry him, and he put the ring on, And they said, Tony asked him, will you be home for the holidays? He said, no, I'm being shipped out tomorrow. So they asked us to sing this song, Merry Christmas, Darling. I'd cry every time I do the intro. And so every time we do that song, we dedicate it to the troops and Private Williams.
How nice. That's beautiful.
Hope, made it home to his family. So,
wow.
So you tie in those kind of emotions. And, they always lose the bass because I'm a big crier.
And how is it? I mean, you were saying that the folks in TV land, like with American Idol, that they wanted you guys to do a reality show, but really show that there was infighting. But you guys are like brothers and sisters and, love each other. And they're the Disney-esque singers of the world.
Exactly,
you're not going to do that.
Exactly. No, they wanted me to be the bad guy. They wanted me to eviscerate someone on camera. And I just couldn't do that. So, we're ambassadors of goodwill. We're ambassadors of the spirit of joy and love and all of those things that you can think of. We personify that and we bring that to our audiences when we perform.
But you do have auditions all over the country and all over the world, right?
Correct.
Is it pretty hard?
I mean, it's very difficult to get in. And a lot of our singers have Broadway and National Touring Company credits. You'll recognize them from film and television, commercials. It's really amazing the talent and the caliber of talent that we have is exceptional. We have raised the bar very high only because the performance that we give is the same performance that we bring to the happiest place on earth you will get at your event, at your party.
So how do we book you guys? What do we do? What do we expect?
Well, what you do is you go to our website. We're the Good Time Carolers. There's an E on Good. The website is www.goodtimecarolers.com. And you can just send us an email and let us know that you would like to book the Good Time Carolers at your holiday party.
And you have so many different troops that you can just kind of fan them out to multiple occasions,
yes,
right?
We have multiple quartets that we send out to various parties, and they're all working at the same time. And if you can't... if you're not having a party to book the Good Time Carolers, you can always come down to the Disneyland hotels and see us there every day.
Now, Eric, as you who are listening may know, is a professional singer, and we have a couple of videos where was it fun? You got to sing a couple songs with them.
I loved it.
A little different, right?
Well, what's so beautiful about it is listening to these guys and their blend, You don't do that unless you're in a quartet like this where you have to hear everybody else. Generally, you're just trying to stand out, right? But to learn to blend and the phrasing that you showed me, it's so critical because everybody has to match, right? So I learned quite a bit just watching you guys and listening. So thank you. It was so much fun.
Right. What's interesting about being a caroler is that there's so many things that you have to think about. You have to think about blend, dynamic, intonation, saying the words at the same time, that your volume is all the same. And at the same time, you have to smile, you have to perform, you have to put that spirit of joy out there. So it really works us as professional singers. And not everybody... Not everyone is cut out to do this.
Well, for those of us who do want to be better at our own home Christmas caroling, is there any advice you give us? I mean, we're not pros like you, but, we are getting together, we're opening presents, or growing up, we would always go to this one family's home, and then we'd walk around door to door, and, we weren't very good singers, but we had the spirit. So what would you advise?
Well, what I would suggest that you do is that you print out several pages of different Christmas carols. The traditional carols, Joy to the World, Angels We Have Heard on High, so that they have a little caroling book with them that gets them in the spirit. They're all saying the words at the same time, and no one's messing up the words. And so, it allows you to be better than you thought you were going to be.
So if you don't have... If you don't have the perfect tone, that's okay. At least you have the words that you kind of can wing it.
Exactly. And you know what? As John says, pitch is overrated.
And by the way, my mom, probably the worst singer in the world, has the best intention you've ever seen. She can pull off a number.
Well, she's got the gestures.
Hey, can we introduce the rest of the folks here too?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Danny. I'm the alto.
Hi, Danny.
Hi, Devin. I'm the soprano.
And I'm John, the bass.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, really? Oh.
Daddy sang bass.
Well, we'll definitely check out your website, but October, I mean, if we don't book you by October, we're out of luck? Is that what you're saying?
Well, not necessarily, but we do have people booking as early as June.
As early as June?
June, yeah. A lot of corporate budgets are approved in June and July, and then as we get closer to Christmas, we start booking more, but we still have availability, so if you have a date where you want to book us and we have an available quartet, you're going to be lucky.
All right.
So Good Time Carolers, goode.com, E at the end of good.
Yes.
And then the other thing, too, we can hear samples of the amazing stuff that you guys do on that website.
Yes,
so
sir.
people really get an idea of
And
how
we're
good
going to
you
post
are.
some videos on our YouTube
Absolutely.
channel because
You
you
bet.
guys rock it.
Thank you.
Can you sing us out just one quick little like rap version of one of the Christmas carols?
Rap version.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing.
Now we're talking.
And makes the nations prove
Make a proof now, make a proof.
His righteousness and wonders of his love and wonders of his love and wonders